Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be providing you the solution of network engineer testing optimization skills first lab, that is configuring network connecting center as a transit hub. Okay, so before starting the solution, I want to inform you that I already uploaded the solution of the previous lab, so you can check those lab on my channel. The all lab solution link will be in the description box, or you can check the playlist on my channel. Okay, so this is the part of the blue challenge, so without wasting any time, click on this lab and start it. Okay, there are total 5 tasks that we need to perform, but the lab will be a lengthy one. Okay, so the solution is a little lengthy, so it will take a little bit time, but it will be an easy one. Okay, so simply follow my step and you will get a green tick. Click on the start lab button to start the lab. Right click on open Google Console, open it in private window, and it is an important step to open it in incognito mode or private window. Okay, the email ID will be automatically pasted up, so simply click on next button. It will ask you for the password, so simply come back to the original lab, copy the password, come back to here and paste the password. If you already watched my previous video, then you must be familiar with this step. This is same in all labs. Click on I understand button. It will load our Google Cloud Console. So wait for it. A pop-up will arise that we need to accept of terms and conditions. Simply tick this and click on agree and continue. Now we need to go to the main page. Okay, lab page. Okay. So the task first is that we need to create a new VPC network whose name is this one. Okay, so copy the VPC network name very carefully without any extra full stop. Don't copy the full stop. Copy till the transit. Copy it. Come back to here. Search here for VPC network in the search bar. Search for VPC network. Open it. Now click on create VPC network once the page will load it. In the name section, paste the name that we copied. Now all the things will remain same. The subnet will be custom. So scroll down, click on cancel button in there, scroll down, set it to the global in the dynamic counting mode and click on create button. Once it's get created, we are done with the task one. So just wait for it to get completed. You will get a green tick here and a notification of successful creation of this network. Okay, so just wait for it. Now, as you can see, we have successfully created the network. There's no green tick, but the loading cursor is now stopped. Okay, the loading cursor is now stopped. So we can click on check my progress button and we will get a green tick here. Now we are done with the task one. Same thing we need to do in the task two. We need to create another VPC network. The name will be VPCA. Once again, don't copy the full stop. Come back to here, click on create VPC network, wait for the page to load. In the name section, paste the name. Let's see what we need to change. Subnet will be the custom one. In the subnet name, this will be VPC user 4. Then copy it. Copy it very carefully. Don't copy the full stop. Okay. Come back to here. Subnet will be custom. The name will be pasted up here. Let's see what will be the region. So the region would be US East 4. After that, copy this IP. We need this. Don't copy the full stop. Come back to here. It will be IPv4 range, and the region will be. Let me check again. I forgot. The region is US East 4. Okay. So let me go to the lab here. It will be US East 4. So select it very carefully. US East 4. Okay. In my case, the region is US East 4. The IP range will be pasted up here. Now everything will remain same. So click on done button. Scroll down. This will be regional. So click on create button and it will also get created. Okay. Now once you're done with that, what we need to do, we need to create another VPC network and that one will be VPC B. So copy it. So in this way, we will be creating total 3 VPC networks. Okay. So don't worry. Come back to here. Click on create VPC network. While VPC A is creating, create another one, paste the name that we copied, come back to here. The subnet will be custom and the new custom subnet name will be this one. So copy it, come back to here, scroll down in the subnet, paste the name that we copied. Let's see what would be the region. The region will be US West 2. So set it to the US West 2. US West 2. Okay. Locate it. This one, US West 2. Now scroll down. You can see our VPC A network is successfully created. You can cut it. Come back to the left for the IPv4 range. So copy it very carefully. Don't copy any extra spacing. I just copied any extra spacing, so it will throw me an error maybe. Let me check in the starting. Yes, there is extra spacing. Now what we need to do, we can click on the done button, scroll down. Let's see what would be the dynamic routing mode. It should be the regional. Yes, the dynamic writing mode will be the regional. We can click on the create button. Now once you create this and it gets successfully created, we will done with the task 2. जैसे हमारा ये VPC B create हो जाएगा, उसके बाद हम अपने task 2 के साथ complete हो जाएंगे. So wait for it to get completed. After that, we will click on the check my progress and get a green tick there also. Now, as you can see, we are successfully created the VPC B network. Now come back to the lab, click on check my progress, and you will get a green tick here also. Okay, so you can see assessment is completed. Now we are done with the task 2 and task 1. Now the main part started from the task 3. Okay, so be careful from here. Follow my steps very carefully and focusfully. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to create some cloud routers. So simply come back to the lab. In the search bar, type cloud router, search for the cloud router. Click on cloud routers. Click on got it button. Once it's opened up this, simply click on create router button. Come back to the lab. The name of the router will be this one. So copy it very carefully without any extra spacing or full stop. So copy it. Don't copy the full stop. हमें last और full stop copy नहीं करना है. Paste the name here. Now come back to the lab page. The network will be a VPC transit. Okay, so let's select the VPC transit in the network. Click on this. It will be VPC transit. Select it very carefully. The region will be our US East 4. In your case, it might be different. So plus, first of all, read it. What would be the difference or what would be the region in your case? So it will be US East 4. ASN will be 65,000. Type it very carefully, or you can copy paste it in the Google ASN. Type 65,000. Okay. Now, once you're done with that, scroll down, click on create button. Everything will remain same. Now come back to the lab. And once we created a router, we need to create such similar router 3 times. These 3 router we need to create again. Okay, तो हमें फिर से वही सारे steps follow करने हैं. We need to follow the same steps. And now we need to create the router with these properties. Okay, अब हमें ये सारी properties और information use करके 3 routers बनाने हैं और सबका step same होने वाला है. Okay, so let me show you once again what you need to do. Simply copy this name. Come back to here. Click on create router button, paste the name, select the network is VPC transit. So select in the network, select VPC transit. Very careful about the extra spacing and the full stop in the name, otherwise you will certainly get an error. Okay, the region will be US West 2. So select the US West 2 region, this one. Okay, come back to here. And the Google ASN will be 65,000 once again. Okay, so type here 65,000 and click on create button. That's it. In this way, we need to create 2 more cloud routers. So I will be fast forwarding the video from here. I hope you can create these remaining two cloud router with the help of the similar steps. Okay, so हमें वही सारे steps copy करने हैं. मैं यहाँ से वीडियो को फास्ट फॉरवर्ड कर दूंगा और आप देख सकते हैं कि मैं बाकी के 2 बचे हुए क्लाउड राउटर्स को क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. Now you can see I created 4 cloud routers. These are those 4 cloud routers. Okay. So once you're done with that, what you need to do, click on the VPN button. Now we are creating HN VPN. Okay. So wait for it. HA VPN will be creating. So click on create VPN connection. Make sure the high availability VPN option is selected in your. Click on continue button. Now come back to the lab. Scroll down. The name of this VPN gateway will be this one. So copy it very carefully. VPC transit use for without full stop. Okay. Now copy it. Come back to here. Paste the name. The network will be, let's see what would be the network. Under the VPC network, it will be VPC transit and the region will be US East 4. Okay. So it will be VPC transit and it will be US East 4. The region will be US East 4. Selected. Come back to here. Let's see. Yes, it is US East 4. Now we simply need to click on create and continue button. Okay. So click on create and continue button. Wait for it to load. As you can see, our VPN gateway is successfully created. Now leave this page as it is. Simply right click on VPN, click on open in new tab. Don't close this tab or don't make changes in this tab. Let it be as it. Now open the new tab that we opened. Move the new tab, that will be the VPN one. VPN वाला टैब खुलेगा. हमें यहाँ पर कोई चेंजेस नहीं करने, इसे एज इट इज रखना है. VPN को न्यू टैब में ओपन करना है. अब वापस आ जाते हैं VPN टैब पे और यहाँ पर हम अपने चेंजेस करेंगे. ओके. So what we need to do, we need to create 3 more HA VPN. We already created one. Now we need to follow the similar steps and create 3 more VPNs. Okay. So let this VPN page first load it up. Now once the page get loaded up, click on Cloud VPN Gates. You can see we already created one Cloud VPN gate, so it's showing up. Now in the similar way, we need to create these 3 VPC gateways. Okay. So first of all, copy the name of the first VPC gateway name. Come back to here. Click on Create VPN Gateway. Wait for the page to load. In the VPN gateway name, paste the name that we copied. Now let's see what would be the network. The network would be VPC Transit and the region will be US West 2. Okay. So network will be VPC Transit and the region will be US West 2. So select it very carefully. Now click on create button and we will done with the second VPN gateway. We already created the first one. Once again, come back to the cloud VPN gateways. You can see second is started to run or created. Now click on the create gateway again. Come back to the lab. Copy the credentials. Copy the name. हमें फिर से वही सारे steps follow करने हैं. Paste the name here. Check the network and the region. Network will be VPC A and the region will be US East 4. Okay. It will be VPC A and the region will be US East 1. Let me check again. What was that? US East 4. Yes. So it will be US East 4 and click on create button. Now once it's get created, we need to create the third one, but very careful. After creating each and every gateway, we need to first click on cloud VPN gateways. Okay, we are creating gateways, not tunnels. Okay, so click on create VPN gateway. Make sure आप VPN gateway ही बना रहे हो, tunnel नहीं बना रहे हो. Okay, come back to the lab, copy the name, come back to here, paste the name here, check the network and the region. Network will be VPC B and region will be US West 2. So select it VPC B and the region will be US West 2. Okay, now click on create button. Now we are done with creating 4 cloud VPN gateways. As you can see, when click on cloud VPN gateways, there are total 4 cloud VPNs that are created. Now once you created all the VPN gateways, come back to the lab, click on check my progress and you will get a green tick here also. आपको फिर से बता देता हूँ, हमने यहाँ पर इस टास्क में 4 VPN gateways बनाए हैं और उनको बनाने के बाद हमने check my progress complete कर लिया. Okay. Now in the third step, what we need to do? Let's see. We need to click on cloud VPN gateways and there we need to click on VPC Transit GW1 Use for. Very careful because we need to select one VPN gateway that we created here and the name of that VPN gateway will be VPC Transit. हमें ये वाला VPC Transit वाला gateway select करना है जो अभी हमने create किए gateways. So let's see, it will be VPC Transit G1 Use 4. Okay, so select it, open it. Let's see. Yes, use G4. Use 4. Okay. Now wait for it. Click on Add VPN Tunnel. Now after here, click on Google Cloud button. Click on Select Project. You will get your project ID. Click on this. Now in the VPN gateway names, we need to search for this one. Okay, copy it very carefully without any full stop. Don't copy the full stop. Full stop copy नहीं करना है हमें. Filter में हमें paste करना है. Select this. Now scroll down. Now in the cloud router, select the cloud router. This one. Now scroll down. In the VPN tunnel, we need the name. So the name will be here. This will be the VM name our. So VM tunnel name. So copy it very carefully. ये हमारा VPN tunnel name होगा. यहाँ आएंगे, paste करेंगे. Okay, the version will be the same. Now scroll down. Let's see. The SSH key will be the shared key will be this one. Copy it very carefully. Paste it here. Click on done button. Now we need to do the same with the VPN tunnel. Okay, so click on this. Expand it. Scroll down. Click on this. Scroll down. Now here we need to paste the name of the VPN tunnel. So the name will be this one. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. Paste it here. The version will be the same. Let's copy the shared key. This one will be the shared key. Copy it. Come back to here. Paste the shared key. Click on done button and we are done with this. Now click on create and continue and it started to get created. Okay. After that we need to work on configure BGP sessions. Okay. So till then wait for it to create. After it get created we will further proceed. Okay. So first of all wait for it to create it. Now as you can see our VPN tunnel is created. Now in the first one transit to VPC ATU1. Click on configure BGP sessions. Wait for it to load. Now come back to the lab. Scroll down. Copy the session name. Transit one. Okay. So copy it very carefully. Come back to here. Paste the name. Let's see what will be the ASN. So ASN is 65001. The IPv4 address will be manually. Okay. So type here 65001. 65001. Scroll down and the IPv4 address will be manually. We need to paste the paste two IPv4 addresses and that will be this one. So copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. Come back to here, paste the first IP. In the second IP, come back to here, copy it and paste it. Copy it carefully. Come back to here, click on this, paste it, and now we are done with this also. Now scroll down simply and click on save and continue. We are done with this. Now in the front of the TU2, click on configure BGP sessions. Come back to the lab again. Now copy the name for this one transit BG2. Copy it very carefully. Come back to here, paste the name. And the ASN, let's see what would be the ASN. ASN is 65001 and IPv4 address is manually again. So type 65001 in the ASN. The v4 address will be manual. Now let's copy the IP address. So this one will be the IP address required. Paste it here. Come back to here. Copy the second ID IP. Copy it. Come back to here. Paste it here. Now simply click on save and continue. Before, let's see, yes, we can click on save and continue button. So click on save and continue. Now simply click on save BGP configuration. Now it will take a little bit time to get configured. So wait for it. I will meet you soon. Okay. Now once it started to show something like this, simply click on OK button. We are done with this. Now we need to create some changes again in the same way that we do in the last step. We need to click on the cloud VPN gateways. From here we need to select the first one, VPC AGW1 use 4. अभी हमने जैसा किया था वही समय फिर से करना है. We need to repeat the same process, but this time on the VPC AG1W use 4 gateway option. Okay. Now click on add VPN tunnel button. Come back to the lab. Scroll down. It will ask us for the name. The name will be this one. So copy it very carefully. No, the name is the different. Okay. Let me see. Yes, the name will be this one. Don't worry, just copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. Come back to here. Simply click on Google Cloud, click on select project. The process is similar. Select the project ID. Scroll down, click on this. Paste the name that we copied. Select it. Scroll down. Now in the cloud router, select this one. Scroll down. Now come back to the lab. Now we need to copy this first name. Copy it carefully. Come back to here. Paste the name. The IP version will be the same. Let's copy the shared key. The shared key is this one. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. Come back to here. Paste the shared key here. Click on done button. These steps are same. We already perform it, so you might not face any issue. Simply follow my steps. Come back to here. Copy the name once again. I didn't copy the V, so let me copy it. Copy it very carefully. Don't make any mistake in the copy paste option. Okay. So paste it here. The version will be the same. Let's copy the shared key. I know the lab is little bit lengthy, but we need to complete it. So just stay tuned. Paste the shared key. Click on done button. Click on create and continue and wait for it to get created. Now once it gets created, you will show the interface like this. So first of all, select the first one, configure BGP session. Come back to the lab. You know the steps are similar. Copy the name. Copy it very carefully. Come back to here. Paste the name. Let's see what would be the ASN. So ASN is 65000 and the IPv4 address is manual. So type 65000 here. Select it as the manual IPv4 address. Now we need two IP addresses. So simply copy the first IP address and paste it here. Copy it. Come back to here. Paste it. Now come back to the lab. Copy the second IP address. Copy it very carefully. Come back to the lab. Paste it here. Now we are done with this. We can click on save and continue. Okay. So now we need to perform the similar task with the second one. Click on configure BGP session. Come back to here. Scroll down. Copy the name of the VPC. Copy it very carefully. Come back to here. Paste the name that we copied. Let's see what would be the ASN number. ASN is again 65000 and the IPv4 is manually. So paste it 65000. IPv4 will be manually. Let's copy the IPv4 address. This is this one. Copy it very carefully without any extra spacing. Okay, copy it. Come back to here. Paste it. Copy the second IP. Paste it here. Be careful about the any extra spacing. So you should not provide any extra spacing. Click on save and continue. Once you're done with that, click on save VGP configuration and wait for it to show the next interface. Now once you get the interface like this, click on OK button. We are also done with this. Now what we need to do, click on cloud VPN gates. Scroll down, you can see we created two VPN tunnels on the first one and on the third one. We are left with the second one and the fourth one. We need to follow the similar steps for the second and the fourth one. And the details for these two are given in the fourth step in the short way. Okay. So first of all, we need to select the VPN gateway, and that gateway will be our VPC transit gateway. So come back to the lab, scroll down and open this last gateway. Click on this, open it. Click on add VPN tunnel. Come back to the lab. Copy this VPN name, tunnel name. Copy it very carefully. Come back to here. Wait for it to load. Select Google Cloud and select our project. Select it. Now in the VPN gateway name, paste the name that we copied and select that gateway. Now scroll down. Click on cloud router. Select this cloud router. Scroll down. Now we need the VPN tunnel name. We are familiar with this. So the name for the VPN tunnel will be the third one, this one. Okay, copy this one carefully. Come back to here. Copy the name. Be careful about any extra spacing. We need the shared key, and this is the shared key. Copy it carefully. कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा स्पेसिंग नहीं आनी चाहिए, नहीं तो आपको प्रॉब्लम होगी. क्लिक ऑन डन बटन, click on VPN tunnel, open it, come back to here. The name of the next VPN tunnel will be this one. Copy it carefully. Come back to here, paste it. Let's get the shared key. Shared key is this one for it. Copy it. Come back to here, paste the shared key. Remove the extra spacing that I copied. If you have any extra spacing, be careful about it. Remove it. Click on done button. Click on create and continue and wait for it to get created. Now, as you can see, it's created successfully. So click on the first configure BGP session on the TU1 channel. So click on this. Come back to here. We need this name, BGP session name. Copy it carefully. Come back to here. Now you are familiar with this tab. We need the ASN number, that is 65002. Copy this IP address. Type 65002 in here. Select the allocate BGP IPv4 address as manually and paste the IP address that we copied in here. Now come back to this page. We need to copy the second IP address. Copy it carefully. Come back to here. Paste it here. Now scroll down, click on save and continue. Do the same with the second one, TU21. Okay, so click on this one, configure BGP session. Come back to here. Copy the name. Copy it carefully. Come back to here. Paste the name. Remove the extra spacing that you copied. So be careful about the extra spacing or the full stop. We need the ASN number. ASN number is again 65002. And copy the first IP address. In the ASN, type 65002. Scroll down, click on manually in the IPv4 address and paste the IP address that we copied. Come back to here. Again, copy the second IP address. Come back to here. Paste it. Scroll down. Remove the extra IP spacing. Be very careful about the extra spacing. I am again talking it. Now click on save BGP configuration. Okay. Now wait for it to get configured. Now once you get the interface like this, first refresh it. Now click on OK button. Now we are done with this also. Now click on Cloud VPN Gateway. Now we need to finally create another VPN tunnel and that one will be the last one and this one for this, the second one. VPC BGW1 USW2. हमें इसके लिए आप एक और बस गेटवे टनल स्टार्ट करनी है, क्रिएट करनी है. उस पर क्लिक करेंगे, ओपन करेंगे, स्क्रॉल डाउन करेंगे, नेम कॉपी करेंगे, कॉपी. Now you can see it's get created. Now on the for the first one, click on configure BGP session. Paste the name that we copied in here in the name section. Type 65000 in here. Select manually for the IPv4 address. Get the IP address from here. Copy it carefully. Come back to here. Paste the first IP. Come back again. Copy the second ID. IP. Paste it here. Now scroll down. Click on save and continue. Do the same for the second one. Click on configure BGP session. Scroll down. Copy the name. Come back to here. Paste the name. Let's check the ASN number. ASN number is 65000. Copy the first IP. Come back to here. In the ASN, type 65000. Click on manually. Paste the IP address for the first one. Copy the second IP. Come back to here. Paste the second IP. Remove the extra spacing that you got. Okay. Be very careful about the extra spacing. Okay. Otherwise, you will face a big issue. Now scroll down. Click on save and continue. Click on save BGP configuration. Now you can see we get the connection stabilized. So click on OK button. Now come back to the lab. Now once you're done with creating all the VPN tunnel, scroll down, click on check my progress and you will get a green tick here also. You can see assessment is completed. Task 3 is the most tough or typical task to perform. Okay, so do each and everything very carefully. Now the task 4 and task 5 is easy. What you need to do, come back to the lab. Click on these 3 hamburger option. Click on API services and go to the library. We need to search for a library. So copy this network connectivity. Copy it carefully. We need to search for this API. Paste it here. Hit enter and search for it. Open it. Click on enable button because we need to enable it. So wait for it to get enabled. Now as you can see, our API get activated. Now we need to activate our Cloud Shell. So click on the top right icon, activate Cloud Shell button. Open it. We need to run some command. While it's opening, come back to here, scroll down, copy the first code. We need to authorize our Cloud Shell. So wait for it to get loaded. After that, we will run the certain codes. Click on continue button. As you can see, our Cloud Shell is now running. Paste the command that we copied, hit enter, click on authorize button, come back to here, scroll down. Now copy this first command, copy it, come back to here, paste the command here, hit enter and wait for it to get run. Till then scroll down, copy this step 2 code, wait for it to get run, paste the command that we copied, hit enter, scroll down, copy this command, come back to here, wait for it to get run once again, paste the command that we copied, hit enter, wait for it to get run. Scroll down. Once the command that we copied get run successfully, we will be done with the task 4. Okay, while it's happening, in the search menu, search for the firewall. Okay, search for the firewall. जब तक वो कोड रन हो रहा है, आप फायरवॉल को सर्च करके फायरवॉल को ओपन करेंगे. Now you can see our firewall page is now loaded and our command is also get run. So come back to here, click on check my progress. You will get a green tick here. Scroll down. We need to create firewall rule and the firewall name will be fw-a. So simply click here, come back to here. You can minimize this terminal. Click on create firewall rule. हमें firewall rule बनाना है, policy नहीं. Click on create firewall rule. Okay, click on it. Open it. Now in the name, let's see what would be the name. हमारा नाम क्या होगा देखते हैं. So the name will be fw-a. So come back to here. Write the name fw-a. You need to put it manually. After that, what we need to do? Scroll down. Let's see what changes we need to do. Locks will be off. The network will be VPC-A and the priority will be 1000. So locks will be off. The network will be VPC-A and the priority will be 1000. Okay. So let's see. Yes. Then this will remain same. The target will be all instance in the network. This will remain same. The target will be all instance in the network. Now the IPv4 range in the source IPv4 range, type 0.0.0.0 \0. Okay, this would be our IP address. Come back to the lab. Let's see what other changes we need to make. Now we need to change the TCP port and other protocols. Okay, to come back to here, click on TCP. In the port number, it will be 22 and scroll down, click on other button and in the protocol type ICMP and click on create button and wait for it to get created. Scroll down. Now you can see our firewall rule is created successfully. We need to create one more firewall rule. So click on again create firewall rule. The name of the next one will be fw-v. So copy it very carefully. And the firewall rule network will be VPC-b. Okay, VPC-b. So paste the name first of all. Paste the name. Okay, in the network, select VPC-b. Scroll down. In the specific target, click all instance in the network. And the IPv4 range will be 0.0.0.0 \0. Okay, scroll down. The TCP port will be again 22. And our other protocol will be ICMP. Okay, let me check. Yes, we are done with this. Come back to here, scroll down, click on create button and our firewall, let me see. Name must be lowercase letter. I may be copying some extra spacing, so be careful about the extra spacing. Click on create button. Wait for the firewall rule to get created. Once it gets created, we need to create some VM instances. So simply click on these 3 hamburger option. Go to the compute engine and in the compute engine, click on VM instances because we need to create 2 new VM instances and the detail for those VM instances will be given here. The name for the first VM instance will be this. So copy it. Come back to here. Wait for the VM instance page to be get loaded up. As you can see, our VM instance page is loaded up. Click on create instance button. Wait for it to load. We already copied the name for our VM instance, so we need to paste it here. Remove it first of all and paste the name. Now in the region will be our US East 4 and the zone will be US East 4C. Okay, US East 4. Select it from here. And the zone will be US East 4C. Okay. Once you're done with that, come back to here. Let's see what other changes we need to do. Series is N1 and machine type will be N1 standard 1. Okay. So series will be N1. Scroll down, select N1 and it will be N1 standard 1. Come back to here. Let's see what other changes we need to make. Now we need to change the boot disk. So scroll down, click on change button under the boot disk. Change the version of the Debian to 10 Buster. Okay. Now click on select button. Now scroll down. Let's check the network in the advanced option. It will be VPC-A. So let's check. Yes, it's set to the VPC-A. We don't need to make any changes. Click on done button, click on create button, and we successfully created the first VM instance. In the same way, we need to create the second VM instance. So copy the name for it. Come back to here. Wait for the page to get load. Click on create instance. Our first VM instance is creating. We need to create the second one. Remove this name. Here's the name that we copied. Let's see what would be the region. The region will be US West 2V. Okay. So it will be US West 2. Scroll down. Select US West 2 and the zone will be US West 2B. Okay, let's check the machine type. Machine type will be N1 standard. So series will be N1 and it will be N1 standard. Okay, now scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. In the boot disk, click on change button. We need to change the version again. So the operating system will be the Debian and the version will be 10 Buster. Click on select button. Come back to here. Let me check. Yes, let's check the network. It must be VPC-B. So scroll down. Click on the advanced option. Scroll down. Go under the networking. Scroll down. Now in the network interface, change from VPC-A to VPC-B. Now scroll down, click on done button, click on create button, and we are done with the second VM instance. Once it get created successfully, we can click on check my progress. So wait for it to get a green tick here. Now you can see we get a green tick because beside our both VM instances. अब हम अपना काम complete करते हैं. Click on check my progress, and you will get a green tick here also. We are done with this lab. I know this become very lengthy, but yes, we need to perform this to get a badge. So click on end lab button. हम अपनी end lab कर सकते हैं. Click on submit button. Give the star rating that you want to give. I will give 4 star because it's too lengthy. Click on submit button. Come back to the main page and you will get a green tick for sure beside our lab. So wait for the page to load. Scroll down and you can see we get a green tick beside our lab. It means we are successfully done with the solution. So that's it for this lab. Once again, sorry for that much lengthy video, but yes, it's necessary. So that's it for this video. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box or in the Telegram group. In the Telegram group, you can ask me any query with the help of the screenshot, so that will be convenient. So if you want other solutions, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box, and make sure if you like the video, hit the like button. अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो लाइक जरूर करें और सब्सक्राइब करके जाएं चैनल को, क्योंकि आने वाले वीडियो सॉल्यूशंस का आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहेगा।